freshie. Need one?
Yeah.
It started, the idea came from my wife's job. She works in neurology, and she's always talking about her patients being in status or having seizures and shit like that, and that's kind of where the idea came from.
It wasn't our first choice. I think the first thing we dialed in on was Meat Flaps, but we ultimately decided that wasn't a great band name. Maybe that was me, I don't know. I met Jeb when I joined our last band, of which we do not speak.
Love he looks.
And he had already been a part of that project for a couple of years, and being the band lead stuff, and we became fast friends. And then Derek was just a matter of going through the vocalist auditions for this band in last year, in 2016. Fun stories there. Going through many vocalists for auditions, we can't get away with not mentioning the dude who knocked his tooth out by doing a shake weight with a microphone during the audition. That's metal as fuck. That guy is wonderful. But ultimately we picked Derek.
How did we all meet? God, how do I get into that? We all met playing music for another band. That was not as fun. So we left said band and started this band. Yeah, it's fun. Great. And Derek's pretty cool too. The writing process started off with just Cicero and I jamming out to riffs that he'd come up with, and then I would write drums to it. Those turned into a few songs, and then we found a guy that could sing and scream and fucking lead on the microphone, and that ended up working out, and we found this bass player that was pretty cool too.
The writing process was just this construction, this thing we built together, you know, and I'm not completely sure that there's like a nailed down way. Like I'm sure Cicero could probably like draw something on a map somewhere with a bunch of bubbles and confusing things, you know, and Jeb would just like,
and I won't come back. I'm gonna want some cocktail.
and then there's Derek. He's like, I'm working on it. Shut up. All right. It's what it is. You know, the writing process is just like someone comes up with an idea, and we're all fortunate enough to just be in tune with one another. Just put the music together.
For me, it's about self-discovery and trying to process some of the experiences that I've had in my life, and dealing with some of the guilt and anger and frustration, all that fucking yucky shit that I gotta deal with sometimes. So,
All right. Let's be trite and cliche, like anger, misery, frustration, you know, it's an outlet. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know if that's a good enough answer, but that's the gist of it. And that does sound fucking trite because we're medical. We're so angry and complicated.
What makes us appealing is like the show's gonna be this mobile theater. This thing that just shows up and just blows your mind and you're engulfed in its experience, right? That's what makes this appealing. It's not just another light show.
A lot of energy, a lot of noise, a lot of visual stimulation, perhaps a little grotesque, and a whole lot of fucking fun.
The next song is called, or was inspired by my high school sweetheart or any bullshit like that. It's just gonna be a fucking show. It's not simply music. We're incorporating like theatrics, and we all give a shit about what we're playing, and that's gonna be evident in the performance. And we're using effects and lighting. We're putting on a show. The bass dude said it. We're kind of like working on a metal opera. It's gonna be great.
To see that all that had died away, the ones left here inside, and then we can